What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going, everyone? I just wanted to get everyone together. I know it was kind of late notice for a hangout, but and some of you guys won't be able to make it. I noticed that, really, honestly, I just wanted to kind of come up and show you guys a couple things, just kind of lay out a couple things for you guys so you guys know what we're going to be doing moving forward, just so you guys can really map everything out properly. I'm just going to wait a little bit for those people that didn't see the links yet. Just make sure that everyone that is available to get on does get on. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go and we'll just start from here. Okay, so a lot of you guys have started already on the webinar process, and it's been pretty awesome so far. It's been really, really great. We're seeing some really good numbers, and what's awesome about it is it allows us to have a simplified system where anyone that's coming in, like I know for some of you guys that are coming in that maybe haven't had experience in the industry before, or haven't had anything like that, but it allows everyone to be able to come in where you don't have to build your landing pages, you don't have to build the sales pages, you don't have to build your own list, you don't have to mail your own list, you don't have to do the webinars, you don't have to shoot videos. I mean, we have it very, very simplified to a point where literally the only thing that every single one of you guys have to focus on is just really doing the Facebook ads, right? That's the only thing that we have to make sure that we get everyone doing. Is just Facebook ads. So moving forward, I have partnered up with Nate Smith and Julian Sherman, along with Jonathan Romaine as well, or JR, as some of you guys know him. So what we are going to be doing, and I mean, if anyone else is at this type of a budget, you guys feel free to jump in, but we're going to be doing, we're all running around $50 a day for ads. That's what we're doing consistently on a daily basis. I'm not expecting every single one of you guys to do that. I'm just the reason why I'm saying this, just to let you guys kind of know, is that we're going to do that so that what we can do, because right now you guys are all running the exact same ads. For me, it's still converting. I'm still getting registrations for under $1. I think it's around 70 cents per registration to the webinar. But the thing is when we have so many people going and running it, even though our audience is 1.6 million, some people are getting results, but some people are running through the same part of the audience that a lot of us have already kind of gone through and are not getting the same results. Everyone's still getting decent results. And so what I'm doing is basically I'm managing all your pages. I'm ensuring that every single one of you is having at least a 30% conversion on your lead capture page, right? So basically all you guys are going to have to really focus on is that for those of you guys that are running ads, you want to make sure that you are keeping your clicks down at least 50 cents a click, okay? At least 50 cents a click, if not cheaper. So what I'm gonna highly, highly suggest, we're gonna be testing stuff on our own end, right? That's what we're gonna be doing. But we also, for those of you guys that are running stuff, this is going to be the one thing that you guys are focusing on, right? I don't want you guys focusing on anything else. We want to make this as simple as possible because the conversions are being handled, the emails are being handled, the webinar is being handled, videos are, all this stuff is all being handled. All you guys really have to focus on is just the ads. And this is what kind of gets me really excited, because when I first got into the industry, that wasn't the case, right? When I first kind of came in, I had, obviously Cameron was my mentor and I came in, but guess what? We had to build our own lead pages. We had to build our own sales pages. We had to capture our own leads and mail them ourselves. We had to, if you wanted to shoot videos, we had to learn how to do that. If we wanted to learn how to do a webinar, we had to learn how to do that. We had to learn how to do all these pieces of the puzzle and then ads on top of that, right? So what we're doing is completely eliminating virtually 90% of this process, so that all you guys need to do is focus on getting your ads converting, so that your ads are just driving people into the webinar process. Once they're in and we've captured the lead, we're handling everything else on that end. So really, I shot a video for you guys on ClickMagick. So for all of you guys that do not have ClickMagick, go back into this post, or back into this group, and into our Facebook group. You'll see a screen share video that I shot. It's around 10 minutes long, showing you how to get ClickMagick. It's a 14-day free trial, or $17 a month, or you can pay for the full year and get it for $147, whatever works for you guys. but it's 14-day free trial. But what that's going to allow you to do, I go over it in the video, but just to kind of a brief overview, is it's going to allow you to track the exact amount of clicks that you're getting. Because what happens inside of Facebook is that when you guys are running traffic through there, sometimes their tracking and their statistics aren't exactly what you're getting. So sometimes it'll say, hey, you got 10 website clicks, but if you were to check your Click Magic link, you actually got like 17, right? So this is going to allow you to know exactly how many clicks you got, and all you guys really need to focus on is looking at how much you spent and how many clicks you have. And you want to be having at least double the amount of clicks to how many dollars you spent. So if you spent $10, you want to be having at least 20 clicks, if not more. That's basically what we're going to be doing. So I want you guys to take the ad that we have now as kind of a basis, because it is converting. This is that's the main ad I'm running right now that's still getting me registrations for 75 cents. But I've also gone through 160,000 people out of the 1.6 million person audience. So I still have a lot of ways to go because I've been running it for so long, and I'm still getting it in front of new people, where some of you guys that are all running it are probably running it to the people that I've already ran it to, or people that Garrett or anyone else in the team has already ran it to, and you're paying a little bit more expensive. So all we need to do is figure out some other demographics. So what I would highly suggest doing is taking 75% of your advertising budget, whatever that may be, and putting 75% over to, and you can even go to 50% if you want to drop it down a bit more, but put 50% to the ad that I have you guys all running, the ad that's in the training, the ad that's working for me, and it's working for quite a few of you. Have 50% run to that, and I would take 50 to 25% of your budget and put it into split testing. So what we're going to be doing is we want to be testing. You guys see the ad copy. That's really what we're going to be focusing, is changing either the ad copy or changing the states that we are targeting. So what you guys can do is go through and do the exact same ad and then maybe target different states. And I want you guys to kind of keep in mind, like, think about like California, right? California is a state that we're already targeting, but why would we be targeting them? Why is that one converting so well? Well, because obviously people in California, a lot of people in California have money, right? You know what I mean? It's a bigger state. There's tons of people there. It's a very big audience, right? Now, most of the states that we are targeting are on the West Coast right now. I don't think I even have any of the ones that are in the East Coast in the training. So, I mean, one way that we can go about and testing that is now maybe targeting states like New York or Florida or any other states like that on the East Coast, right? Maybe Texas, something like that. You know what I mean? Looking into different states and then tracking which states are getting you kind of the most clicks. You know what I mean? So instead, maybe grab 3, 4, 5, 7 states on the East Coast, maybe, or maybe in the middle somewhere, right? But find some other states that you want to target. And then what you want to do is you want to just make sure that whenever you are split testing, and I show you how to do this in Click Magic, but every ad that you run, okay, you need to be running it to a different Click Magic link. Okay, the Click Magic link itself is going to point to the same landing page, but you need multiple Click Magic links. So say if you have one ad and it's running to the 7 states that we have up right now with the same copy, that's going to have a Click Magic link running to the lead page. That's going to track how many clicks that ad's bringing in. Now, when you make another Click Magic link with the same lead capture page, right, and you will run it to another ad, maybe targeting some other states, right? And maybe you name that Click Magic link in your back office. Maybe you name it the states that you're targeting so you can kind of keep track. And then you can kind of balance the two. And all you guys need to focus on is taking how many dollars that you spent and how many clicks that generated for you. Okay? So all you're wanting to do is make sure that you're getting double the amount of clicks to how many dollars that you're spending, at least, if not less. We want to make sure that you guys are obviously getting the most profitable stuff possible. But what we are doing too on our end, like I said, we're going to have Julian, Nate, JR, and the training site that we have, the entire training site is only going to be geared around Facebook ads. Like, that's all I want you guys to focus on, because there's some of you guys that are, you know, wanting to build your own pages, wanting to shoot your own videos, wanting to do a lot of this other stuff. But until we can kind of get you to that point, what we want to do is we want to get you profitable first. And the most profitable actions that you guys can be taking right now is learning Facebook ads. by far. I mean, when that's all you need to focus on, all you need to do is make sure that you're getting clicks under 50 cents. And so split testing, different states to target, and you can even get maybe into some different like 20 to 45 I would keep as age demographics. I would keep that. And for now, I would probably keep entrepreneurship as well as the interest. Not to say that you can't test other things. You can go and do that. This is just what I would suggest for now, is to just keep it simple. If we're going to be testing different things, I would test different ad copy. So the words that we're using in the post, and see how it's written. You know what I mean? Like it's like these people started quitting their jobs and we were shocked. You know what I mean? Shocked. Oh wait, ... You know what I mean? Like, look how it's written, the words that are used, and just kind of mix some stuff around. Don't make the post any longer, but maybe just use different words, maybe structure the sentence a little bit differently. You want to make it kind of enticing where it's vague to the point where you don't really give away too much information, but still enough where it's kind of pulling their attention in and everyone's wondering, hey, what is this all about? I am going to be testing as well different videos. Like I'm doing a lot of testing on the back end, right, that you guys don't even see or know about. And the reason why we're doing that is because I don't want you guys all going and only spending money testing different things. This is why I want at least 50 to 75% of your budget going to the ad that we have that's converting right now, because we know you're at least going to get some leads doing that, right? And then take a small percentage of the budget, if you want to, or if you feel like you can at this point, to split test either different ad copy or targeting different states. Okay, that would be the only two things I would switch up right now. Other than that, I mean, age demographics, you're going to keep the same. You're going to keep it in the United States somewhere for now. And then video, we're going to keep the same for now, because I am split testing other videos. But right now, this is the highest converting video. Right now, this is the highest converting video. It's the highest converting ad, highest converting demographics so far. So really what we're doing is we're just split testing. Me, Julian, and everyone else are going to be split testing other things just to see if we can beat that out. And if we can, that's what we're going to put into a training, and we're going to put it into our Project GSD team training group that you guys should all be a part of already. If you guys have not gone through that training, if you've not set up the webinar process, if you've not done anything like that, I would highly suggest doing that. We do have a webinar tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. Now, something that I do want to bring to everyone's attention, which is kind of exciting. Those of you may have noticed that Doobly has now brought back a couple of their bonuses that they had. So there was 2 bonuses that they had, and it was if you get 3 team members, which is the $600 package, if you get 3 of those members in a 30-day period, you get a $300 bonus, okay? Again, and then if you get 3 PPAs, the $2,500 package, in a 1-month period, you get a $1,500 bonus, right? So this now allows us to almost double the money we were making normally, right? Almost. So what we're going to be able to do now, the way to be able to take advantage of this bonus is we cannot, right now, when I read through the terms and conditions on the bonus, we cannot sign people up at a $99 and then upgrade them to TM or upgrade them to PPA and still take advantage of that bonus. In order to take advantage of that bonus, the person needs to sign up right away as either a TM or a PPA. For example, if you got 2 PPAs and you just need 1 more to get the $1,500 bonus, you cannot sign up a TM and then upgrade that TM to PPA, okay? So with that being said, what we need to do is we're gonna structure the webinar a little bit differently in order to position it in a way where we're gonna have people, when they're first signing up, to either just go straight to TM or to go right to PPA. And so what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna change up the slides a little bit in the webinar. I've been speaking with Kayla, and we were masterminding a little bit today on, okay, awesome, we got these bonuses. Now let's get it to the point, because we're already profitable. I want you guys to really kind of get this. It's already profitable without these bonuses, right? Without these already, it's right now, the way I'm doing it, for myself is every dollar I'm putting in is getting $3 out. Now, I don't want you guys to compare yourselves to me because obviously I'm creating my own videos. I'm the one in the webinar. I'm doing that stuff. So I'm going to get a little bit different results than everyone else, and everyone is going to get different results. Even if you guys are at the same skill level, honestly, the biggest thing is going to be having the mindset to create success, because there's going to be some people that are running the exact same ads. They're at the same level, but one has a completely different mindset, and they're going to get a completely different set of results, right? So I want you guys to really kind of keep that in mind. So what we're going to do is, for those of you guys that know the Getting Started coaching process, what we're going to do is actually funnel people straight into that. So we're no longer going to be closing $99 straight on the webinar. We're going to do a test. Anyways, this webinar, we're going to do a test. So I was talking with Kayla, and I mean, if this gives everyone in the team the potential to be able to double their income that they would have made, we need to find a way to make that work for you guys. So if that means I have to go in and change some slides and switch up my presentation a bit in order to allow you guys to make more money, which is essentially the goal here, is to help every single one of you. That's exactly why me and JR took the hours and hours and hours of time to figure out coding and do all this different stuff to get the system put in place for you to make this stuff automated. We want to get it to the point where it's going to allow everyone to be able to earn more money in a faster way, right? So that's what we're going to be end up doing, and we're going to do that for tomorrow's webinar. So what we're going to do is, you guys saw the Getting Started coaching process. For those that haven't, I can post the link to that below this. But what we're going to do is, that's going to be kind of like the application process. Okay, so basically, we're going to have them go through the application process, and then we're going to kind of go through those applications. I'll be able to handle the majority of those calls going through. So basically, we're going to go through the application process, and then I will be calling and going through with them and seeing what we can do to position them in the best way to get them started. So that hopefully we can get to the point where we get all you guys being able to take advantage of the TM and the PPA bonus. Because ultimately, we just want you guys making the most money possible, right? That's exactly why we set all this up. That's exactly why I'm willing to go above and beyond and be able to do all these things for you guys. Because I want to see every single one of you guys crush it. And I know every single one of you guys here can follow this simplified process when all you have to focus on is ads. That's it. We literally have everything else taken care of for you guys. So there is that. Now, for those of you guys that really want to take this and run with this, what I would highly suggest, and this is what me, Julian, Nate, JR, and a few other people are doing, is we're going through the Facebook Ads Academy course. So for those of you that really want to take initiative, take responsibility for your own results, and really kind of dive in and get all the knowledge that you possibly need, when all you need to focus on is Facebook ads, that's it. That's literally it. So if all you needed was just that one course to go into Facebook ads, Kayla and Cam, they get nuts on it. And Landon, sorry, they get nuts on it. Like, Kayla is taking some of the stuff that he taught in there, and he's getting like 40 cent, 30 cent registrations for the webinars that he's promoting, all from just taking stuff that he's teaching in that course. And a lot of the stuff in there, and it's all specifically geared towards BizOp. Okay, I want you guys to really get this, because for those of you guys that don't know, when you go and buy Facebook ad courses, like for me, when I first started getting into Facebook ads, I didn't have someone that just had like campaigns that they could just be like, here's who you target, here's your copy, here's your video, here's your page, and everything else, go. I didn't have that, right? So I actually spent a lot of money on Facebook ads and made nothing, right? Because I didn't have the knowledge that I needed to know how to run them effectively and get them to the point where they did become profitable, until I started investing into my education and getting Facebook ad courses and started going through them. And I probably spent just on Facebook courses alone at least $3,000 to $4,000 to go through. And I still, out of those $3,000 or $4,000, it still doesn't even compare to the amount of value that you're getting out of this course that's specifically targeted to BizOp. The courses that I would take before were kind of generic. They weren't specifically about signing people up and to make money online offers and stuff like that, which is exactly what Facebook Traffic Academy is. So I would highly suggest for those of you that want to really kind of crank this out, get in touch with me. If you want to jump in the Facebook ads course, it is $997, or you can do 3 payments of $347. If you don't want to do that right now, it's fine, right? This is only for the serious people that are really that are leaders, that want to go in and take the initiative to really take responsibility for their own results and take it into their own hands when they realize that all they need to focus on is Facebook ads, and so they're putting all their attention into there. Then I would, for everyone, that's what I would highly suggest to do, because we're going to be split testing, but we're going to be going, you know, back and forth. It's going to take us a while to go through and get data when you guys can be literally doing this at the exact same time that we're doing it too. For those of you that don't have the money to get the course, or you don't have the time to go through the course, or whatever it may be, we are still going to be split testing on your own behalf, right? The only thing is I'm just saying, for those of you that want to get, you know, a jump start, a step ahead, I would highly suggest going through the course. I would highly, highly, highly suggest that. So we are going to be doing the webinar tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST, and we are going to have it where we are going to structure it in a way where we're going to put it through an application process, and I'll be going through and calling and closing people so that we can get people in at the TM or PPA level right away, so that all of you guys that are really hustling and going through with this, not only are you going to get money straight up right away, because they're coming in straight at that level rather than upselling, but it's going to allow you to take advantage of the bonuses as well, which is massive. It is very, very big to be able to get an extra 1,500 or an extra 300 for every 3 of those people that you bring in, when normally that wasn't there. They took that away a long time ago, and they actually just brought it back in, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that, because it's going to allow you guys all to be able to earn a lot more income when we structure the webinar in a different way. I mean, it's awesome. We've come quite a little ways. We've only done, you know, three or 4 webinars, but every single webinar, people are coming in. They're signing up as BAs, and when they're coming in as BAs, pretty much everyone wants to be able to take advantage of the webinars too. And in order for them to do that, they have to be TM or PPA. So it's a no-brainer. When they see what we have, it's like, hey, well, normally when you come into a business, you're building your pages, you're doing emails, you're shooting your videos, you're doing the webinars, you're doing all of these things and running ads, right? But if you come in at TM or a PPA, I'm managing your pages. I'm building one out for you. That's affiliate coded to you. So when I send out emails, it's all coded to you, right? I'm handling those emails. I'm handling your list. I'm handling the videos. I even have training for the ads so you can go through and do it. And then I'm handling the webinars as well. And I'm doing the upsell process, right? I'm going to go through and do coaching calls as well. Like, I'm doing a lot of these things. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it allows pretty much anyone to come in, no matter if they have no skill sets whatsoever, to be able to get results fast, right? And then when they're getting results and they're starting making money, then we can start learning how to build pages. Then we can start learning how to do emails and shooting your own videos and doing all that type of stuff, right? But until we get to that point, we want to make sure that every single person has, you know, the opportunity to just plug into something that's working and only focus on one thing, right? If all you have to focus on is Facebook ads, I don't know if you guys like really kind of get that. That's one thing out of like everything is like all the pieces to the puzzle are the same size. Like there's Facebook ads that's going to take you this amount of time to learn, and it's going to take the same amount of time to learn email, same amount of time to learn how to build your pages, same amount of time to learn how to shoot videos, same amount of time to learn how to do webinars, right? So instead of doing 6 times the amount of work, we're doing 1/6 of it, right? I want you guys to really kind of get that. For those of you that aren't in the industry, you might not even have any context to that, but just come to realize that one thing, that's it. One thing that you guys have to focus on. So all your guys' goal is to become as good at Facebook ads as you possibly can, and your only goal is to get clicks under 50 cents. That is your only goal every single day. That's all you're doing. That's it. One thing. That's it. Okay? Because if we can get you all down that, and then we're going to have training that's going to be coming out more. We're going to have new ads for you guys to be able to run. We're going to have new videos for you guys to be able to run. We're going to have a lot of new things as we start moving forward, but we're going to start moving faster and faster the more people start to take the initiative and do some stuff on their own as well, because the more data we're running at once, the faster we're going to be able to find out what's working, what's not, and be able to have that information readily available for the rest of the team to be able to take action on and implement into their business. Okay, so that's kind of the goal there. Again, for those of you guys that want to jump through the Facebook course, which I would highly recommend, shoot me a message on Facebook, and I can shoot you over the link to grab that, because I would highly suggest doing that. And you can grab it for, you can do 3 payments of it to be able to grab it. Let me just go over to the Facebook group here. For those of you guys that are on here, I only see 3 people on here right now. So if you guys want to let me know who's here, and just post it in the group here. Tried to get on from my phone, but it's not working. Reggie said he can't get on. My computer is going super slow, guys. Sorry about this. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Okay. What I'll do, I'll just assume that most people are watching the webinar then, or watching the replay. Okay. Okay, so basically that's kind of the gist of things of what I wanted to go over, and I just want you guys to really kind of get, okay? Because most people, even in AWOL, right? Even in our big team, they don't have something like this. The only other people that have something like this is Ray, who's crushing it. He is by far the biggest producer in AOL right now. He's bringing in so many people each and every day. He's the only one that's doing this process for his team, and then other than that, it's us. We're the only other ones doing it, right? And I want you guys to really kind of realize like how much time has gone into going in and putting this all together to make sure that you guys have the most automated process possible, because that's really like, when you really get down to it, no one really has stuff like that. No one has something that's really that simplified. And the thing is like, we're going to be like, I can manage all that stuff on my end. I can manage, I'm making sure all your pages are converting at 30%. 30% of the people that are registering are showing up, obviously, because like that's actually really good numbers, because you look at people that register for a webinar, you know, it's only at the one time. It's Thursday at 6, right? Well, guess what? Some people have work. Some people are with their families. Some people are on a trip. Some people are doing things. So to get 30% of those to show up is great. And that's because in the follow-ups that I'm using, I'm making sure that I'm hitting them enough so that the serious people show up, and making sure that they count. So then 30% of the people that show up, and basically every 10 people on the webinar, at least one person is getting in. We're getting at least 10% of the people that are showing up are getting in, at least, if not more. Last time we had a little bit more than that, but I don't want to say too many big numbers, but that's basically kind of what we're looking at, and it's only going to get better and better and better as we go, guys. So it's really good. I just wanted to make sure that you guys will understand. So for all of you guys that are running ads, please make sure that you have your Click Magic set up, because you need to be able to know, because the thing is when I'm managing your pages, I can see your conversions and stuff, but we want you to be able to know at any point in time, okay, this is how many clicks I'm getting and this is how much it's costing me, right? You need to be able to do that if you're running paid traffic, because you have to know if it's working, right? I had someone come up to me today and say, hey, I just scaled up my budget to this much. I scaled it up to a lot. And I'm like, are you running Click Magic? And they said no. And so I'm like, do you know if your ad is working, right? How do you know if your ad's working in order to go and do that? See, this is the thing. You can't just throw money at the wall and hope it sticks. You need to be strategic. You need to be testing small. And then if you get to the point where you're like, okay, well, okay, I'm getting 43-cent clicks. Now you go, okay, perfect. I can scale that up. Because as long as you're getting 50-cent clicks or less, You can scale it up to as much as you can afford each and every day. Until you're getting that, I would not suggest spending $40, $50, $60 a day. I would not suggest that, because we want to make sure that the money you are spending is getting you the most amount of return on the back end, right? So we want to make sure about that. Other than that, big thing is just going to be split testing. I mean, we're going to be doing a lot on the back end, split testing, me, Julian, Nate, and JR, to make sure that you guys have the best possible ads to possibly do, the best demographics, everything's converting, and we're going to be constantly split testing new ones and putting out new ads for you guys to use. But then for those of you guys that really want to take initiative, like when you guys realize that all you have to do is Facebook ads, get creative. Get creative. Put the majority of your budget, either 50 to 75%, to what's working right now. So the ad that we have up for you is the highest converting one we have right now. For me, it's getting amazing registrations. You want to do that, and then take a smaller portion, either 25% to 50%, and put that into something that you're testing, either new words, new ad copy, or maybe you're testing different states that you're targeting. Okay, I don't want to go into too many other demographics, because those are basically the main ones that we're going to be changing, and then I'm going to be working on changing videos on the back end for that. When you guys are watching this, I want to make sure, like, if there's any questions, if you have anything maybe you need help with, or if there's anything that's not clear, or anything like that, please post a comment in the group below this. Please make sure you go and do that, just so we can know we can get all your questions answered as fast as we possibly can, and make sure that you guys are all up and running and doing what you guys need to do. But I just want you guys to really kind of get that. Like, with what we're doing now, you have one task. One. I really want to stress that. You have one task. Now, it might take you a little bit if you're split testing to get something that works, and that's understandable, because you guys are going to be kind of split testing, and some of you guys have never ran Facebook ads before. That's why I don't want you to be split testing so many different things. I want you to take the majority of the ad that we've already given you, and only either be changing the states that you're targeting, or be changing the words in the ad copy that you're using. And when you're doing it, look at not only the words and how the ad copy is written, but like the structure. Notice how it's just like one line and a bit, space, one line and a bit, space, register, right? That's kind of what we're wanting to do, is have it that kind of structure. You can just change up the words that we're using. And I will be testing another video, and then split testing back and forth to see which one's converting higher. And as soon as we find out which one's converting the best, we will let you know. Right now, you guys have the best converting one that is working right now. I want you guys to know too, when you are split testing, okay, the ad that you have is the highest converting one that we have right now. Okay, so that's including the copy, the words that we're using, the video that we're using, the demographics, so the age demographics, and what states we're targeting. So when you go to change something, you only change one thing. So either you leave the entire ad the same and you change states, or you leave the states and you change the ad copy, the written part. You do not change more than one thing at a time, because otherwise you don't know what's working better. Because right now, if you're running this ad that we have already up for you, you're running that, and then on the other ad, you're running the exact same thing with just different states, you compare them. Okay, which one wins? Whatever one wins is the better states to target, right? Tells you right there. Or you leave the states and you change the words. What does that tell you? It tells you which words are better, right? You only want to be changing one variation at a time, and you need to make sure that you are very, very strict with that. You cannot change more than one variation, because then you don't know which one of the variations was the part that allowed your ad to convert higher, okay? So if you change something, you only change one thing. You either change the words or you change the states. You do not change both in the same ad, okay? Just so you guys can kind of get that. I think that's pretty much everything. I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that we're going to take a little bit of a different approach on the webinar tomorrow, and hopefully it's going to work out really, really well. I'm excited for all the bonuses and stuff for everyone, because that's going to be really, really cool. I've been getting lots of responses on Facebook, because I have everyone that opts into the list reach out to me on Facebook, just so I can kind of keep interacting with them. So I'm seeing a lot of your guys' leads are reaching out. They're excited for the webinar. which is great, which is really, really good. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to really touch on today, is make sure that you guys are focusing on just Facebook ads, okay? Nothing else. Nothing else in your business besides Facebook. Make this easy on yourselves, right? A lot of you guys want to be doing so many different things, but the first goal is to get you guys making money, right? And the fastest way for you to be making money is to only focus on Facebook ads for now, because the rest of the process is working. The rest of the process is automated. All you need to do is just focus on the Facebook ads, and we're handling everything else on the back end, okay? I want you guys to really kind of get how exciting that really is to have something like that. I've worked in a lot of businesses, and the thing is that most of the time when I'm building pages and I'm running my own traffic to my own pages, handling my own conversions, handling my own videos, handling my own emails, handling my own webinars, handling my own upsell process, there's a lot of stuff in there, right? And we're removing all of that, guys. We're removing all of it, okay? So for those of you guys that really, really, really want to take initiative, you really want to crush Facebook ads, because guess what? If you guys come in and you guys want to come in and really, really crush it, that's the course, and that's the only thing. Like, you guys only need to focus on Facebook ads. You only need the one course. That's it. That's it. You don't need an email copywriting course. You don't need a webinar course. You don't need a how to shoot videos course or an email marketing course or anything like that. You don't need any of that stuff. You just need to focus on Facebook ads. That's it, guys. Okay. That's as easy as I can do it, because the only thing is that's the only thing I can't automate, is I can't run all of your guys' ads for you. That's the only thing. I can automate everything else. I can do every other piece of the puzzle. I just can't run your ads for you, right? That's the only thing. So it's the only thing you guys got to focus on, and that makes your guys' life so much easier, okay? So that's all I wanted to really touch on. Make sure that you have your Click Magic set up, and so make sure that you follow the video. The video is in the thread. A couple posts down, you should see it, and you need that. You need to be able to have Click Magic set up, because then you can track. Then on your own, when you're running ads, you know how much each click is costing you, and you know if you're keeping your clicks. At least, basically, you take how much you're paying per click and you triple it. That's how much you're paying per lead, and you need to keep your cost per lead down to $1.50, right? As long as it's down to $1.50, this is going to be profitable for you, okay? That's what we need to do. Once we have done that, and it's just gonna get better and better. The presentations are just gonna get better. We're gonna be signing up more customers and more BAs as we go, and the process gets better. You guys are all gonna get better at ads, which is gonna get your lead cost down more, which is gonna put your ROI up higher, right? It's all just gonna get easier and easier and easier. It was kind of all of us just, building a plane on the way down. You know what I mean? So we just kind of put up the process. We're going to move fast and break crap until we figure out a process that works the best possible. We already have it where it's profitable. Now let's try and make it, we're just going to make it even better, right? So all you guys need to focus on is Facebook ads. If you need to grab it, hit me up. I can hook you up with the link for the course. Other than that, just make sure that you have your Click Magic link stuff set up. I am going to be, like I said, working with some big players that we're going to be split testing a lot of stuff for you. And as soon as we find something that converts, it's getting put in a training, and it's getting put in our training group. Okay, we're going to have Nate Smith, Julian, and JR all contributing to our Project GSD training. So right now we just have a basic Facebook course to show you how to get that set up. Then we're just going to have, all of it is just going to be Facebook. We're just going to show you different Facebook strategies and tactics to be able to get you the cheapest leads and registrations we possibly can, and that's all we're going to be doing. So let me know in the comment section if you guys are excited, because some of you guys have been in other businesses, and I can guarantee you, you've never had automation like this. You've never had something where like all you have to do is ads, and you know that everything else is being taken care of and converting. That's just never been done. I've never had that done for me. Cameron's never had it done for him. Kayala either. We've all never had anything like that done. So I want to see if you guys are excited, if you guys really kind of grasp how big this really is, because man, if that's all I had to do, if I had all this other stuff processed and I didn't have to run webinars and all I had to do was run ads, once you have an ad that's converting, you let it run and you go out. I could literally just go, all right, My ads are running. My ads are running while I'm out doing whatever. I could go snowboarding right now. I could go out and fly on a plane. I could go swimming or skateboarding or whatever, play basketball or go to the casino, or I could go out drinking. I could do whatever I wanted. You could do whatever you want, because once you get the ads to the point where they're converting, you leave them. I haven't touched one of my ads, the one that's converting really well. I'm split testing other ones, but if all I was running with that one, it would still be profitable and I wouldn't have to touch it. I wouldn't have to touch it. It takes my budget every day. It goes and spends it. I know it's getting me leads for under $1, and those leads are turning into $3. Right? That's what I want to get all of you guys to doing. So all you guys need to focus on is Facebook ads. That's it. That is it. So I want all of you guys to really take the initiative and take, the majority of your budget. Now, if split testing is something that's just too over your head and you don't have the money to go and buy the course, then you know what, just leave that, leave what you're running right now. And we are gonna have stuff in place for you guys to use, right? We're all gonna have, as soon as we find something that works better, occurrence higher, we're gonna be sending that over to you guys and you can use it. But the thing is like when I look at something and when I'm getting into a business, I'm the type of person, the reason why that Julian, the reason why JR, Kayala, Ray, Cam, the reason why all those people get the results, and for those of you guys that were on the call this week on Monday, you guys know is that leaders take initiative for their own business and they start taking responsibility for their own stuff. They're not gonna wait until I come and give you a performing ad that's working, especially when that's the only thing you have to work on. Not to say if you're too busy or nothing like that, not to worry about it, but if it was me and that's all I had to do, heck, I would do whatever I possibly could to get that Facebook course, and I would be spending as much time as I possibly could just going through ads, going through the course, getting as much knowledge as I possibly could, and applying it as fast as possible, and just really just split testing. When you get to the point of split testing, you're testing small, you're testing really small on different ads, and you throw up 10 small ads, you get rid of the 9 crappiest ones and you keep the best one. You know what I mean? And then you keep the best one and you put a lot more money on it and you scale it up. Like that's really how it works. Once you get a good one, you scale it up and you let it run, right? We're doing big enough audiences where it's 1.6 million. I've only gone through 10% of my audience and I've spent like $450, $500, and I've made out 1,500, right? So that's what I want you guys all to be able to do, because it's possible now, right? And before, I want you guys to really think about this. I want you guys to really, really think about this, because when I was running my own stuff, right? I was running my own stuff, and I was getting to the point. And for those of you guys that were on the call, okay, but I was running my own stuff. I was doing my own ads, and the thing is that you guys saw what I was doing before, okay? I was doing solo ads and some Facebook traffic. I don't even think I told many people I was dabbling in that, but I was doing some solo ads, and I had a process that converted. But what did it entail? It entailed me having to build my own page, right? I had to build my own lead capture page. I had to build my own thank you page that had 3 different lists, so that the opt-in page, there was a secondary basic application page, and there was a third deep application page, all with different lists that all had different emails that would go out based on what list they were on. I had to shoot all my videos. I had to put all the pages together. I had to run my own solo, like paying for solo traffic's easy, but I had to do that. I had to do my own upsell calls. And although it's profitable, that is not something you can teach to a new person right away. You just can't do that. Even when you're running Facebook ads or whatever, it's something that becomes, a little bit more difficult for the newer person to come in and really learn how to do that kind of stuff, right? So what we have now is the opportunity to allow every single one of you to not have to go through and build your own pages, to do your own emails, to shoot your own videos, to do your own webinars, to do all that type of stuff, when you're able to now just plug into just being able to do Facebook ads. And that's all you guys really need to focus on right now until you guys get it to the point where you're making some money in, you're getting it rolling. Then let's get you building your own pages. Then let's get you managing your own list. Then let's get you shooting your own videos, right? Because now you have some money, you have a little bit of a cushion to work with, and it's not like you're starting and you have to learn all this stuff in order to get to the point where your business is profitable. And not many people are willing to go through that amount of time not making money to learn all that stuff to get to the point where it is profitable, right? So really, the only thing that we're having to focus on is just Facebook stuff, right? Me and all the guys, we're going to be split testing stuff and giving you guys that are some stuff that are working. We're going to show you some split tests with things. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to do some stuff like that. Cal just popped in and said he's got a really good idea. So we'll have to figure out what that is. Okay. So all you guys need to focus on is Facebook ads. Okay. That's it. That's all we need to really do is just do that. So I want you guys, you know, if you like get into little groups, right? Get into little groups, find some groups. So what I want to do is actually post below this what your advertising budget is, okay? How much you are spending on ads per day. And then what I want you to do is go look through that thread. Every single person that's running ads, post how much you're spending on ads per day. And then I want you to go through and find 1 or 2 other people that are spending around the same ad spend as you. Get them on Skype. Get them on Skype and work together. This is another thing of how I really got my Facebook ads to the next level was Julian Sherman. When we were in our last company, me and Julian would meet up on a daily basis on Skype, and we would run our numbers together. We would know what each other was testing, and we would go, okay, you're doing this, so I'm going to test something else, and let's come back tomorrow. Let's see what works best. When we come back tomorrow, Julian goes, hey, well, this works really good, but this didn't. And I go, okay, cool. Well, this actually worked good for me, but this didn't. So let's take what worked good for me and what worked good for you, and let's put them together. And then let's take those, and then now let's split test another part and come back tomorrow. You know what I mean? And you guys are working together on that. I would highly suggest doing that and getting that rolling. And then it's crushing it. Once you guys find an ad that really converts good, you guys can run it. We're doing it with big audiences, guys. This isn't something like I've spent $500. I've only gone through 1/10 of the audience. I still have 10 times the amount of audience to go through. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot to be able to go through still. So it's going to be really, really, really good. Make sure that you guys are all doing that. Anything I get into where I find something that's converting higher or anything, I will be going through and letting you all know, right? But for those of you that really want to take action, really want to take the initiative, jump in and split test. Obviously, Kate, and I want to make this very, 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 very clear. You have to have 50% to 75% of your budget going to the ad that is working right now, the one that you guys have, because that is the highest converting one right now. You need to have it going to that, okay? Only take 25 to 50% to split test other things, okay? Because if you take all your budget and you split test everything, we just ran into this with JR. Because JR is taking my ad. I'm like, dude, just take this ad and run it. And he took it, and what he did is he split tested a whole bunch of different ones, and all of them didn't work. You see what I mean? Take the one that's working because you know you're at least going to get some leads for it, right? Get some leads, and then split test with 25 to 50% on something else if you feel like you're comfortable just changing the states and running it, or just changing the words a bit and running it. And if I want you guys to post all of your results. If you guys are split testing anything, post in the group. Be like, hey guys, this is what I did. I changed my results. I changed the states that I was targeting. I changed the words that I used. This is what I did. These are the results that I got. I spent this much money. I got this many clicks. All right? And then do that, and then we'll have us all critique it. I'll come in and be like, hey, that's awesome. That's cool. You did this. What I would do is I would maybe change this, right? Post what you're split testing, and then you'll get some feedback from some people in the group, right? I'll come in and I'll go through anyone that's putting up ads that's split testing, and I'll go over them. I'll be like, hey, what I would do is maybe it's good. That's awesome. Scale it up. Or maybe it's like, hey, you know what? That's great, but maybe you could change a couple of these words. Or maybe I would take out this state and put this one in. Something like that, right? We want to be able to help you guys as much as possible and give you as much feedback as we possibly can. Okay, with that being said, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. For those of you guys that want to hit the Facebook ads course and really, really crush this, like for those of you guys that want to really hit 10-figure, like 10K per month, get the Facebook ad course. That's going to be the fastest way you get there by far, right? But for those of you guys that just want to split test on your own and trying to figure some out, that's great. At least you're taking the initiative to go and do that, okay? Right? So let me know if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that. After you've watched this replay, comment below this video or below where the thread is where I said we're going live in 10 minutes. Comment there, say how much you're doing for an ad budget, and find 1 or 2 people that are doing the same amount and meet with them on a daily basis or as much as you possibly can on Skype and go over the data that you guys are using. That's going to be what allows you guys to get to the next level as fast as you possibly can. Okay, with that being said, guys, I love you all so much. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I'm so grateful to be able to have a system like this that every single one of you guys can take advantage of and really leverage and scale out. Other than that, I'll be in touch with you guys shortly. I'm going to be jumping into a mastermind here pretty quick, and then we will do the webinar tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. All right. For those, thanks again, guys, for showing up, and thank you for either watching the replay or whatever it is. And we'll be in touch shortly. All right, guys. Make sure if you have any questions, anything like that, leave them in the comment section. If there's anything that you guys need help with, just put it in the comment section, and we'll get to you as soon as we possibly can. All right. Love you guys. I appreciate you, and we'll chat soon. Bye, guys.